This video is primarily for educational professionals who are considering moving to and working in the UK, but it will also be useful to people who are considering a career in education. Over the next 6 or 7 minutes, we will go through the different types of schools in the UK, the different types of supply work, and a typical school day. So we'll start with types of schools. There are a number of different categories and types of schools in the UK. State schools. All children between the ages of 5 and 16 are entitled to a free place at a state school. Most state schools have to follow the national curriculum. The most common state schools are community schools. They're controlled by the local council and not influenced by a business or religious group. Foundation schools and voluntary schools. They have more freedom to change the way they do things than community schools. Academies. They're run by governing bodies independent from the local council, and they can follow a different curriculum. In a white paper published on the 28th of March 2022 by the Education Secretary, it set out plans to turn all schools into academies by 2030. Grammar schools. They're run by the council, a foundation body or a trust, and they select all or most of their pupils based on academic ability. And there's often an exam to get in. Private schools. They're also known as independent schools and public schools. They charge fees to attend instead of being funded by the government. These schools don't have to follow the national curriculum. A lot of faith schools are independently run to allow them to add more religious content into their curriculum. Special educational needs schools. These schools are mostly state-run and will cater their curriculum towards children with a vast range of learning difficulties. And this includes, but isn't limited to, children with autism that are deaf, blind, non-verbal, and those with Down syndrome. PRUs, pupil referral units. They teach children who aren't able to attend school and may not otherwise receive suitable education. This could be because they have a short or long-term illness, they've been excluded, which is most likely, or are a new starter waiting for a mainstream school place. Types of supply. Day-to-day supply is the equivalent to substitute teaching or casual relief teaching, and day-to-day bookings can arise in any school at any time. They could be for a day, a couple of days, a week, or more. Schools may need cover for sick teachers, for teachers who are out on training courses, or teachers who are away from their regular timetable to do other work within the school. Sometimes day-to-day will be booked weeks in advance, and sometimes you'll be called in for emergency cover. For more information, check out our other video on emergency cover. While you're there, like and subscribe to keep seeing more from my progression. With day-to-day bookings, 9 times out of 10, the work will already be set, and it's just a case of following the plan the teacher has set and managing the behaviour. In primary schools, it is vital that the marking is completed before you leave at the end of the day. A long-term booking will be on a contract basis, and will usually last at least half a term. On most occasions, you will be expected to do the same duties as a permanent member of staff. Typical school day. Each school organises its timetable differently. Lessons might last 35, 40, 45, 55, or even 60 minutes. The average student will attend classes for about 5 hours a day, and they're also expected to undertake at least 6 hours of private study a week. In primary schools, the children will usually arrive at around 8:30, 8:45 for registration or assembly. Typically, the first part of the morning is numeracy and literacy, followed by art, history, geography, PE, and other subjects in the afternoon. There are usually 3 breaks throughout the day, including lunch, and school will finish at 3:15 to 3:30. Secondary schools have similar hours to primary, but in some independent schools, they may start earlier. At the beginning of the day, there'll usually be a tutor group session or registration, and once or twice a week, an assembly. Lessons are usually 45 to 50 minutes, and the teacher will have their own classroom and the different year groups will come to them. I hope you found the content of this video useful. If you do have any questions, please pop them in the comments below. I've been Natalie from My Progression, and if you are thinking about relocating to the UK or starting a career in education, then have a look at our other videos for more information on the sector. And if you'd like any support in finding work in the UK, then please contact us using the details in the description. If you found this video useful, then please like and subscribe to keep seeing more from My Progression. And let's keep your career in motion.